I'm just gonna flex for a second. My David Dobrik phone case finally came. I literally don't even know why I'm funding his expensive lifestyle. I just thought this design was so cute. Into the video. Hey guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would astray from my plans for my videos a little bit because I actually found something super awesome, which I'll get into in a minute. I just want to say thank you to all the new people who have watched my 2 latest videos and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate your support, and I like being a role model or a reference point for people who are doing the weight loss surgery that I've done. If you want to see my last 2 videos and see where my weight loss journey has been so far, you can actually go and look at the playlist that they're in. I will link them in the description, and I'll put a tag on the video at this point for you as well, so you can go have a look at those. Just to check in a little bit about my weight loss surgery, I am starting my puree diet today, meaning I've done 2 weeks of liquid diet. I've been at home resting for 2 weeks, and my recovery time at home has definitely been a lot better than my recovery time at the hospital. I feel more myself, I feel great, and as much as I don't want to go back to work in uni, I will be doing that next week, so that's great. And I'm also really excited to be cooking for my puree stage as well. I'm having baked ricotta for dinner, and if you want to see how it's been so far already, just check out my Instagram. The link is in the description. So today's video is definitely not something planned. It's something that I decided to do quite last minute earlier this week. You wouldn't know because I haven't spent a lot of time talking about it, but up until 12 months ago, I spent a little bit of time moving around out of home, and I still have 3 unpacked boxes, and I actually came across them earlier this week, and along with some awesome photo albums of me as a little baby. Look how adorable I was. Literally, no tea, no shade, so cute. I also came across this box. So, this box was my memory box, and if I had to guess what years it was from, it's probably around 2008, 2009 until 2015. So it's a really long time and a lot of memories that I'm going to be uncovering today, and I thought I would go through them all with you and show you what is in here and maybe find out how long I was keeping this for. It could have been longer, but let's get straight into it. Alrighty, the first thing that I've come across in this is 2 wristbands from the hospital with my name on them. Because they're plopped on top, I'm going to assume, because I've, other than my surgery, only ever been to the hospital once and been admitted, it was from 2017, which is a little bit later on than I expected. I might have just shoved these in here because I didn't know nowhere better to put them. But essentially, I ate a kebab. The chicken in my kebab had a bone in it, and the bone cut my esophagus open. Just my luck. That's fantastic and not embarrassing to admit at all. Moving on. These are from, ooh, yes, this is also 2017. I was definitely keeping this longer than expected. So these are the tickets to go to see Tando Chapel Summer Session. I got a little postcard with Tando on it, so shout out to my girl, she's amazing. I also have a official program, I think, of the last Soundwave that I ever went to. I'm glad this is in good condition because I can guarantee the little spaghetti string bag I took it around in, it could have gotten completely ruined. It was definitely the last Soundwave that ever ran because Slipknot was one of the headliners. I also have 2 more programs. My first Soundwave, 2013. This one's definitely in a dingy condition, as you can tell from like the corners and stuff. This, as you can see, I was very organized my first Soundwave. This is also all worn out, but I circled all the bands I was planning to go see and had the map showing the entire time. From a look here, I went to see Sleeping with Sirens and Pierce the Veil, and I met Of Mice and Men. I definitely went to see them. I actually didn't see the rest of the ones I circled because I probably went with friends to see some others. Yeah, no, this is so cool. I'm glad I have this. I also have Warped Tour. This is a smaller program. It was a smaller tour. I think it was the only Warped Tour that ever came to Australia. I don't think it was very successful. And I also got heat stroke, so I don't remember most of the festival. Alrighty, let's go into a little box of trinkets instead of going through all the loose things. I'll pop this aside for a second. Alrighty. Okay, I was definitely keeping this memory box for longer than I remember because I have my ticket to go see Guns N' Roses in 2017. I went on Valentine's Day, which was kind of gutting at the time, but was totally worth it. It was a very important day for my dad too. Yes. I have a drink card. This is from my 18th birthday in 2017 when I went clubbing for the first time, and I went to a club that I hate to admit is called Rats. It no longer exists. It's called something else now. But yeah, this is the place to go for cheap drinks when you can't afford drinks. I don't know what the significance of this is. I've just always held on to it. This is a little Bible. I don't know if you can see it, but essentially it's like a miniature version of the Holy... I just broke it. Side part broke off. Shit. I don't know why. I feel shit to admit it, but I'm pretty sure I stole this from like my grade 3 best friend, meaning grade 3 I would have been like 8, so it was like 2007. I've had this since. Not proud of the fact that I took it. Oh, cute. I got primary school photos. So I've got photos of me as a kid. That's cute. Yes. True memorabilia. I have my last ever bus tickets for public transport in Victoria here, the Met cards. These were traded in for a plastic touch-on, touch-off card, which is now called Nike, and we've been using for the last 7 years, or I've been using for the last 7 years. That is antique. That is adorable. I think these are all not significant to me, but I was told to hold on to them. I've got my dad's original driver's license, which is still laminated, which blows my mind. And then I've also got prep photos of him too. I think I held on to them because if you can't tell, it's a very similar uniform. We went to the same school. I have this little wristband. This definitely isn't going to fit my wrist now. And I don't know what the significance is. I might have had this with a best friend. I might have had this with one of my cousins. If you're watching this video and you have the other color version of this, please hit me up so I know whose wristband I'm still holding on to. So I have a lot of AMF tokens. I'm going to assume that if I've got AMF tokens and my memory doesn't fail me, these are all from my 10th birthday. It was the only like outing birthday I remember having. I don't remember having a Macca's birthday unless I was like really young. And I didn't really book anything big until I was 18, but this was my 10th birthday. So I'm pretty sure that's why I held on to these. That would have been 2009. Alrighty, I got some more tickets. Yes, my first metal concert. I went to Metallica in 2010. So that's really cool. I've got that. About a couple months later, I went and saw Rihanna. So I went to Rihanna in 2011. You can tell these are old because the Ticketek cards still have a yellow background. Now they're blue. So these are really old. And then I've got my ticket to the Royal Melbourne Show, and I'm pretty sure to go with my Royal Melbourne Show ticket, this was my game plan for my first Royal Melbourne Show. So pretty much I've written out, it's kind of bled through both sides now, so it's hard to tell. But I've written out how much I'm spending on show bags. I was supposed to get show bags for all of my family, and I worked out all the prices of them all so everyone can give me money for them. It's cute that I held on to that because it's such a stupid piece of paper to hold on to. Alrighty. Another scrap paper. What is this? Yes, this is my rides that I'm going to go on the Royal Melbourne Show. So apparently, my baller self, when I was like 12, wanted to spend $152 on rides. And I really appreciate my dad because I'm pretty sure I went on all of these. So thanks, Dad, for funding my stupid little adventure. I don't think I've been back on a ride to the Royal Melbourne Show since. I was never into Pokemon. I was never into Yu-Gi-Oh! I kind of played along, pretended I knew what was going on, but I didn't. I didn't collect any cards. But one thing I did collect was Bella Sarah cards. I don't know if anyone else collected these. You could get them from Big W. And just, yeah, this is Athena. So this must have been like a card I really liked. I think if they had a pink background, they were really rare. So I think I held on to that instead of putting it in my collection book. So that's cute. So I got my Bunsen burner license in high school, And I still have it, obviously, because I thought I would be operating Bunsen burners after year 8. I didn't. And then I think this goes with this. This is my ticket, which is here. This is my ticket. And my little flag that I got for going on the Puffing Billy train, which is, I guess, like a steam train. And it goes from Belgrade to Gembrook. And you used to be able to put your legs out when I went, but apparently you can't do that anymore, which sucks. But I remember this. This is really cool. If I can find a picture of my outfit from when I went, it was atrocious. Moving on to the rest of this box. I have... Oh, cute, a birthday invite. I was so organized. I literally have written a personalized computer letter to every single person. It's put a name at the top. I've put the date, the time, and the address of where to go. And then along with the address, which I am going to cover, and the phone number, I've also put a little map in there. Like, I was a considerate 12-year-old. This is my 12th birthday invite. I love this. I also obviously used our picnic to edit the photos of myself because that was the thing in 2011. Oh my goodness. I was definitely keeping this diary longer than expected. Something else that doesn't surprise me because I still collect them and put them on my wall to this day. I actually have a bunch of photo strips from Debs and 18ths and minus same-sex gender diverse formals that I have collected over time. So I'm glad I still have these. I'm actually going to sort out which ones should stay in the memory box and which ones are going to go on my wall. I'm definitely going to put a couple of these up. I also kept the invites to my best friend's birthday, the first time she ever invited me to her birthday. Because, you know, I'm a sentimental queen. So I've got my first Valentine's Day card, which me and my best friend exchanged. For the most part, other than maybe a total of 10 months in high school, I was single. So me and my best friend were like the token single friends. So we always did these little things for each other. That's the first one I ever got. My little memory box for my little sister, which I think is so cute. These are little stamps from her baby shower. And some matching jewelry. Look at that. That's so cute. I didn't have a matching wristband with a friend. It's for my little sister. Oh my gosh, 11, 12-year-old me is adorable. That's so cute. I also wrote my little sister a letter. I don't know if I want to read it all. I'm just glad my handwriting has improved. This is so adorable. I'm actually not going to read this because I kind of want to save this till she's 12 and then read it with her. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put everything back in her little box. This is so cute. Love how thoughtful I was. There's so many cute things. This is so cute. I love it. I love it. Whew. Retro tech. I have my first phone. It was a Samsung Telstra brand flip phone. I learnt how to properly text on this thing and I blew through my month's credit in 2 weeks on this thing more times than I can remember. What fond memories. I still have the charger, but I don't have a lot of faith in it being able to turn on. And I also have my first iPhone, which unfortunately does not have a cover on it to preserve it or a charger in here, so oops. This is a receipt for my first lay-by at City Chic, which I made in May of 2012. How cute. I can't believe I held on to my lay-by. I've got a bunch of different notepads of my dad's businesses that he's had over years. So I'm holding on to those for safekeeping, not so much for a memory. I got a spoon the very first time I went to Sydney because obviously I am an old woman and I collect spoons apparently. This ribbon, I'm surprised I remember what it is, but my high school, because everyone liked Glee and there were so many musically talented people in my high school, we actually had a Glee club and then we did like a Glee concert where we picked our own songs and this was the colour sash that I was wearing. So I've held on to that because that was a really fun memory. It was my first time doing such a large performance in front of people and probably was not one of the last because I performed all the way through high school. I have my family's emblem, which I bought when I went to a place called Cryall Castle. I don't know if it exists anymore, but it's in Ballarat and it's all medieval and stuff. So I definitely bought one of those, probably just for this. Alrighty, we have here a letter It's a letter from my best friend from 2014. Then I'm pretty sure these are embarrassing notes that I wrote to myself in 2011. This is as close as I'm going to come to a diary, because every diary I've ever had has gotten so depressing that when I found it again, I wanted to chuck it out. So I'm going to leave these here, and I might sift through them by myself, and if I think they're entertaining, I will do another video reading my own diary. This is the emblem from when I did karate. Fun fact, I did karate for about 4 years. I've got more of these invites. I must have axed a lot of people from my list of people to invite if I've not invited 3 people now that I have invites for. I have here, it looks like a drawing. It looks like I've drawn something. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. I literally did a drawing based on the Super Love music video by Shane Dawson, and I've put a whole bunch of stuff related to his old videos in it. Proof that I'm not just a follower and started watching him recently. I am an OG fan. Okay, not going to attempt it, but I rewrote the "Where Them Girls At" Nicki Minaj verse for a friend of mine, and I've held on to it. It may not have been a good verse, but at least I have the copyright proof right there in case it ever pops up again. I have my little cousin's invite to her first birthday. Just a cute baby. I have another birthday invite. I have my Canberra camp photos from 2010. And I have my, what year was this? This is my year 8 timetable. I literally don't even know how to read this anymore. Oh my gosh. I literally have my copy of my application to Australia's Got Talent when I performed and sang The Climb by Miley Cyrus with my best friend. That is iconic. It's from 2010. We didn't even make it to the TV auditions. Don't worry. That's literally everything. I'm going to quickly pack this stuff up. This has been a roller coaster. I'm glad I did hold on to most of this stuff though. So that's all I have for today. But before I go, I do want to answer a viewer question. Michaela, whose Instagram I'll put right here, make sure to go follow her, is following my Instagram, following my journey, and is a massive support just like everyone else. So I wanted to give her an opportunity to ask a question. Michaela's question to me was, is the tattoo on my arm a purple iris? And yes, it is. That is my iris. I have an iris and I have a sunflower. I've got a flower sleeve that I want to add to piece by piece, but I will add a picture of my iris here. It was done by Courtney, who currently works at the Lygon Street Tattoo Company. So I will leave a link to her Instagram below if you want to go check her out, as well as Michaela for supporting me. If you want to ask me a question and you want me to shout you out on my Instagram, make sure to go and follow me on my Instagram, shoot me a DM, and I will pick from the people who leave me any questions, which one I'll answer for next week's video. You can find me on any of my social media whatsoever though, just at itsjfrancis0 on all platforms. Hopefully you guys enjoyed looking through my memory box with me today, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye.